Hi guys, welcome back to our channel, Budget and Savings with B. I'm Vonda Shourn. I'm your host, and on today's episode of Budget and Savings with B is 10 frugal hacks to save you some moolah, baby. You ready? I'm ready. Y'all, this one right here is gonna get you right. Eat like you still a broke college student. Now look, I know that is not what you want to hear. I know that is not what you want to do because it take you back down memory lane. But do y'all remember how skinny we was back in college? And how we wouldn't mind being back there? And you said once you graduated from college, you was going to eat steak and lobster and shrimp and caviar every day? I know. So, but right now we are in a little pandemic and we can't afford that. So to save you some money, you can scale it all the way back and eat like you bike in college. Because now you have the money. So if you eat like you still in college, you gonna have more money. Okay? And ain't that the object of the game, is to have more money? Yes. Number 2, cut your hair at home yourself. Learn how to do it off of TikTok or YouTube. Practice makes perfect, fellas. And if you mess it up, just go bald. It'll grow back, and then you keep practicing. Think about it. Haircuts have went up for guys and women too. Then you if your haircut, let's say on the low end, is $25, and then you go every week, that's $100. 100 times 12, that's $1,200 you can have in your bank account. What would you do with an extra $1,200? And then you get good at it, and over the next 5 years, that's an extra $6,000. And then in 10 years, that's an extra 12 grand. Mind blowing, right? Yes, ladies, my vanilla sisters, clip them ends. Now, black women, I don't really want you to do this yourself unless you got some hang time. But I would, advise to go to a cosmetology school and let one of the students, cut your hair. But make sure you get like one that's gonna graduate, because she really know what she doing. Okay? Or you go to one of your friends and let them cut your ends. But sometimes people be like envious of you, so they might cut your hair off, being spiteful or something. Do exercise caution on this one, okay? Don't throw out your old clothes, okay? Because for one, you may lose some weight during this pandemic and get back in them. That is very well possible. I've seen a lot of people, lose a lot of weight. Also, you can resell them on good old-fashioned eBay. You can sell them on Facebook Marketplace. You can sell them on OfferUp. You can sell them on Mercari, Poshmark. It's too many places you can sell stuff. We cannot be lazy. Have a yard sale then if you're feeling real lazy. But let me tell you something, when you have a yard sale, they're going to come now with that 50 cent and dollar mentality. And you're going to be ready to knock somebody out. So I would advise, especially with this pandemic that we in, and you not to contract the big C word, you put them online, charge them shipping and handling, and zippity doo dah, send it to them in the mail. Okay? Drink only water. Now, I'm not saying you have to drink water plain, because let's be honest, water plain is not good. Whoever lied and said that lied. It's not. Some waters are good. The one I drink, to me, is very good, but a lot of them are not. So you can add the little flavored enhancers in there. That makes them taste very, very good. So, and then when you drink only water, you get very good skin. It slows down the aging process. You are less oily and greasy. and it makes your insides really clean and pure and makes you feel really good. So there's tons of benefits to drinking water, but just buy the enhancers if you do not like just drinking water. Plus it helps with bloating, constipation. Like, it is endless benefits and possibilities for drinking water. I'm so sorry, it just started to rain at the studio. If you hear that noise, don't waste any food. Like, y'all ever realize, how much waste there is? But during this pandemic, I would hope that since everything has risen, that we would not be wasting nothing. Like, if you are really full and you're out to eat, definitely pack up that food. You can have it for lunch, if not later on, because you will be back hungry in about 3 or 4 hours. Trust me, 3 or 4 hours, you'll be back hungry. Warm that up. We not wasting nothing. Waste not, want not. You hear me? Okay? Cheapen your living situation. That one is near and dear to my heart, because when it was time for me to move, I knew exactly where I wanted to move. I was moving out of state, so I had been preparing a year in advance for the big move across state. Well, not across state. From one city to another city, so it was considered a long distance move. So I had been preparing a year in advance. But, excuse me. Some things happened, and I end up moving in with a family member. So it happened to work out good. So now I am saving up my my normal expenses that I would normally pay. And so that when I move from here, then I will have everything already, everything will be already in my account and ready. Okay? So it is not peaches and cream. It is not like having your own peace of mind and being at your own house, but it's doable. It's nice. It's just uncomfortable, and it takes some time getting used to, but for the most part, it's really okay. It's just not what you want to do. But do you want to be paying $5,000 in bills, or do you want to be paying $0? So you have to do what you have to do for the time being, but just know this time will pass. And then once this is over, I'm gonna probably buy my house in cash, because it's a tiny house. Okay? Tiny. That's what I'm doing next after this. Tiny house. And the tiny house, I think it's $35,000, so it's not too bad. Cut cable. Get you a Roku, Fire Stick, Smart TV, something. I've been cut cable. Like, that saved me, I think, right at $1,300 a year, because it was a little over $100 after taxes. So that saves me $1,300 a year just on that. Just on that. Cut it. Okay? Cut it. Shop secondhand stores. It is nothing wrong with, because have y'all seen them TikTok girls that go like to Goodwill or thrift stores, and they get all them nice outfits, and they be showing us like what they can do with them? It's nothing wrong with it. Bring that stuff home that you paid a little bit of nothing for. Wash it, put some fabric softener on it real good, iron it or put it in the dryer, because we're not ironing. Nobody will ever know. They'll think you spent top dollar. Also, the another thing you can do is go to free events. Like, they sometimes have music festivals in the parks. You can go to the library. Library got DVDs that you can rent now. There's lots of things. That also, a little tidbit, a little tip. Google free events near me. Free events near me. and they will give you a list. Like in my city in Houston, there is a whole freaking website of monthly activities of free events to do. Okay, so do those. Last but not least, I done this for myself. Make your own cleaning supplies. People laugh, but it's not that big of a deal. You can look at the videos here on YouTube. I made enough for a whole year, and it saved me thousands. Okay, guys? Try it. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.